Hello and welcome back everybody. It's Complicated Relationships Reddit Stories. Hope you guys are safe and healthy. Now let's see what the story is about today. How would you feel if your wife suddenly says her ex-boyfriend's name, whom she says her best friend, while y'all were intimate? Okay, we'll find out all about it in today's story. Also, if you like my kind of stories, please give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel.
My wife and I have been married for 4 years, and we have a 2-year-old. We dated on and off for 3 years before getting married. Last night, she says her ex's name while we were intimate. She gave some weird excuse as to why. She said it's a common name and must have heard it recently. I wasn't going to start a big argument with her at that time. It has since gotten me worried about why she did that. For some background, this was a guy she was with for a couple years before I met her. They met in college and were serious for some time. They had broken up when I met her and decided they were better as friends. They were friends for years before they dated. We started dating, but he remained in the picture. He was her best friend first and foremost, and I grudgingly went along with it for her. Several months passed, and I put my foot down saying, it's too uncomfortable for me. There was some resistance, but she steps back from him. Every time we broke up, she was with him. We finally reconciled and got engaged. He apparently didn't know this and stops talking to her. She was devastated, which should have been a red flag. We talked about it, and she was happy to have chosen me. Now, after this has happened, I'm tempted to see if she's gotten back in contact with him again. I know she's checked in on his social media because I saw the searches on the laptop. She doesn't know I know that. I don't think she's cheated, but this guy was always different for her.
Should OP just confront her? Should he start going through her phone? Or is he being paranoid? Here is the first update.
Thank you everyone for your help and advice. I did my investigating before talking to her. I went through his social media first, but nothing explicitly saying anything was going on. There were a few mentions of his love in some comments, but that could mean anything. I did look at the phone bill, and there looks to be calls with him pretty regularly. On to hers. I was able to get on her phone while she was asleep. She must have forgotten I knew the code. Nothing in texts and no weird calls, so she deleted them. I did find some apps she tried to keep hidden, like Snapchat and Kik. Sure enough, there's their conversations and pictures. I took pictures of all of it on my phone to have as proof. She exploded when we had the conversation and left with our child to her mother's. I contacted a lawyer and am in the process of a divorce and figuring out custody. I'm heartbroken and am angrier than anything else. I'm angry at her, but I'm also angry at myself for dismissing so many red flags.
The conversations OP found confirmed that they were having an affair. The pictures were the ones they were exchanging. Here is the second update.
I've since been in contact with an attorney. I have my child back now because she isn't living with her mother. I was informed that she moved into this guy's house. I am so angry about this. She at least had the sense to say that I wouldn't accept my child to be there. Mentally and emotionally, I am barely holding it together. I have a brave face for my child, but it's not easy. I was able to secure with my office to work from home for the rest of the year. Still, there's the issue of her getting her stuff from here. My attorney plans to get it sorted with her attorney. We can find a time with the police here to let her get the rest of her things without him here.
OP says he doesn't know how he's going to feel when he sees her or deals with her situation. It's time for the third update.
Nothing is finalized in any way yet, but I'm just doing my best day to day. I cry every day in the shower, but having my child helps more than I could ever express. I've been no contact with my wife for many reasons since this all started. People love to update me on her. People that knew us, people that were even just my friends. They see something on social media and think I need to know everything. I've tried to say that I don't need to know. It's been creating more chaos for me emotionally. It makes me more angry than anything. One of those good people screenshot some posts and comments on social media, which I can't seem to find myself. Maybe it's been deleted. Anyway, she's pregnant. I hope to God it isn't true, but I got this stupid screenshot of a post he put up with a pregnancy test. What the actual H? This heartless woman seems to keep hurting me and tearing me into more pieces without any care. I cannot believe I married her. I cannot believe she would be this careless. And why do people keep sending me all these updates? I just want to divorce her and take care of my child. I'm rambling and so angry.
Well, OP needed to vent and tell someone what an absolutely horrible human being she is. Here is the fourth update.
Some time has passed, but I'm just as hurt and angry as day one. My priority remains to be my 2-year-old child. I initially said he could not be anywhere near my child. I have since had to relent because of my lawyer's direction. I still have to figure out co-parenting with her. For the record, I have my child most of the time. My soon-to-be ex-wife has been okay with that. It bothers me, but I'm also relieved. Shouldn't she want to be with her child? I don't know if she's too busy with that new life or what, but I'm not going to rock that boat. I've cut out anyone trying to give me play-by-plays of her life. I blocked all her social media and have been no contact. I'm still just as hurt. I feel like our relationship was a complete lie. She's already moved on.
Here is update number 5.
Since my ex is in a hurry to have her life with her AP, we are now divorced. I've also gotten primary custody of our child. She didn't fight it at all. She didn't even seem to care. There is a schedule for her to have our child, but I won't hold my breath. I'm happy to be past this stage, but I'm so sad for my child, who is 2. I can only hope I can do enough that they don't recognize their mother ignoring them. I plan to keep her social media blocked. I'll admit I peeked recently, and it was all her and her AP. It's disgusting. I do hope that falls apart for her. I'm still angry about that part. I need to keep telling myself she isn't my problem anymore. My focus for now is my child and myself.
It's time for the 6th update.
I feel like things have settled more. My child and I have gotten a good routine going. I only text my ex-wife in regards to our child. She allowed me to have primary custody, and even though I reach out to remind her, she's not seen our child. Therapy has been a godsend in helping me navigate it. Imagine my surprise when I receive a text from her over the weekend saying she will be stopping by. I thought, wow, she might actually use this weekend to spend time with her kid. Now, I hate that she lives with her AP, but I'm not going to impede my child's time with their mother. She comes and I'm expecting her to pick her child up. No, she's literally stopping by. The reason? She wanted to tell our child in person that she's having a baby and they will have a little brother or sister. I can't help but think she's thinking she's hurting me with this news. Anyway, she says she's busy and has to go. That's it. I was furious, but kept it together and let her leave without saying a thing. We went about our day, and I doubt I will hear from her much. It only hurts me because of how unfair this is to my child.
OP is still waiting for the affair to implode, which he believes will happen soon. Here is the 7th update.
Since that last disaster of a visit from her, she has had zero contact with our child. I'm not standing in the way, but she has no interest. It breaks my heart, but my child doesn't need a narcissist in their life. I've resolved to get out and enjoy nature more. I have some camping trips planned with my kid. I got all I needed to take them hiking with me too. We have done some already, and it's been enjoyable. I'm still in the gym, and therapy has been a huge help. Thankfully, I can work from home. I don't try to keep up with her much, but I will hear things. She still lives with him, and they're engaged now. Rumor has it that he has been seen at the local bars more often, complaining about the stress she's causing. One of my friends bartends and has heard him himself.
OP's at a point where he doesn't care about her, but he says it feels good. Time for update 8.
I've been away from here mainly to focus on my life with my child. There's no real update on her interest in our child. I've not prevented anything, but she's yet to come around. Last I updated, she was expecting with her AP. I received a message from this AP. She had their baby. This wasn't the reason for the message, though. He found she's cheating on him. Shocking, I know. This guy has the audacity to turn to me for advice. I haven't responded. I do recognize that his child and mine are half-siblings. I do not want to block anything in that respect. However, I am not interested in helping him out either. Things have been settled in my life. My child is happy, and I've been feeling better than I have in a long time. I do not want to get drawn back into her nonsense. Anyways, I wanted to update. I'm well and finding some peace.
Well, it's time for the 9th update. It has been months since I've ever had any contact with my ex-wife. I honestly don't know what she's doing or where she's living. She could be in a different state at this point. I do keep sending reminders of when it's her turn to spend time with our toddler, but she hasn't responded to any of those in a long time. As for my life, I moved into a different city, but in the same state. I wanted somewhere further from her drama. I felt like where I was living had too many men she had been with, to put it bluntly. My child has been doing great, and we have been regularly going camping with zoo trips and other places. I have gone on a few dates, but nothing is serious. I was just testing dating again. I don't know if I can say I'm past it all, but I can say that I have zero feelings towards her. Moving on still feels ongoing for me. Here is the final update. Things are good in my life. My kid is happy and it's all that matters. I'm not dating, but I may change my mind on it. My ex has been on a downward spiral since we divorced. She had another child and left them. She is with some other new guy from what I have heard. I also heard she has been using drugs on a regular. All in all, I'm thankful to be away from her. I still grieve my old life, but I feel hopeful for the future again. End of the story. Well, OP, you can sue her for abandonment of the child and document her lack of contact. That way she cannot come back and demand 50-50 and wreck your poor child's life. Protect your child from her. Her behavior is terrible and she has misplaced her priorities. Only allow her contact if she can prove she is stable and sane. Good luck to you.
Nana Organic says, "Ha ha ha, I don't believe everyone receives karma, but when those do get it, it's lovely. I'm sure you know on an intellectual level that her cheating had nothing to do with you, which can sometimes make it more infuriating because you're the one that suffers, but at least this confirms it for you. It's not because that other guy is better than you or that they had true love. It's because she's a messed up individual. What did he say or help was he seeking? Glad you and your little one are doing so well." OP's reply: "He was awkwardly asking me for advice. He's clueless on caring for a child on top of discovering she's got a new interest. He's left on red, and I did laugh at the message."
Thank you all for listening. Please like, comment and share the video if you enjoyed it. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you will be notified when we upload the next video. Take care.